It looks like he's going really slow. Oh, look at that touchdown. Ooh, smoked those tires. So what do you guys think? Was that a 1, 2, or a 3? 3, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting threes all over the place.
All right.
Yay for Delta.
Yay, Delta.
Wave to him, say hi, welcome to Allentown. Hi, y'all.
We know a few Delta pilots that also fly air shows, so he could be an air show pilot too, who knows?
Next up is going to be Jack Knutson, one of the 3 aircraft you saw circling the flight jumpers earlier on. It's a slightly different kind of airplane than what you saw Matt Chapman fly. A little different routine. Check out to make sure everything's cool in his airplane. Well, it will be cool, but to make sure everything is secure in his airplane. These aerobatic pilots in these airplanes you're seeing here today, when they get into that airplane, they have a 5-point harness holding them down into the seat. And almost all of them have ratchets on the belts. Jack Knutson. He pulls back on the stick, takes it right up toward the sun. Straight up, 1/4 roll. Rolls completely back the other way. Pulls out over the top, head down, feet up. Starts back down toward the ground. Pick up a little bit, rolls first one way, then the other. And again, stop at these rolls. Jack is from Waterford, Ohio. Well over 12,000 hours of flight time, 6,000 hours of that in jets. Started flying when he was just 16 in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Built up flight time by teaching and serving as a corporate pilot. And he was always intrigued by aerobatics. He feels performances like the one today are the ultimate way to fly. He's flown the mid special to Cougar Madison now. He has an airline transport pilot's license and others. It is also an airframe and power plant mechanic. Performing in air shows nearly 20 years. What he isn't doing that? He likes water skiing, soccer, tennis, and motorcycling. Watch out so you don't look into that sun as I just almost did. Again, watch out. Stop at these rolls. It's amazing the precision that is developed by these aerobatic pilots. Out to the right side, pulls back on the stick. He's coming up over the top, upside down. Which looks like another half Cuban 8, but instead of that, he throws in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Snap rolls on the way down. He does that by pulling back hard on the stick and stopping hard on the He stops flying, and that causes it to snap around like that. He's working really, really hard in there to make this routine look good for you, I'll tell you that. A couple of rolls up the top, down around. Down the flight line into knife edge flight, then inverted flight. And that's a hard one right there, because when he pushed on that stick to take that airplane up in the air, he was upside down. So those G-forces, instead of being on his butt, were on his head, trying to force his entire body up into his helmet. It's very, very difficult to learn to breathe and do other things to takes it right out in front and right at show center. Up he goes. Gets that airplane sideways at the top. Enough power to just hang it right there and kind of push out over the top. Comes out upside down. Jack, you're upside down. Come on, boy. There you go. The Extra 300S is custom built by Walter Extra in Germany, flown by some of the world's most impressive aerobatic pilots. It's flown to any number of championship titles, and way up there in the air, it pulls inverted over the top. Snaps the airplane around a couple of times. The smoke system not cooperating temporarily. By the way, that buzzing noise you hear clear as the airplane comes out of that dive and pulls up like that. That is not the sound of the engine. That's the sound of the tips of the propeller being almost supersonic. Falling out of the sky, but not really. Very, very quickly. Jack's sponsors include American Propeller and Eagle Engines, both in Redding, California, Prospect Aviation, FBO at the Beaver County Airport in Pennsylvania, and HPA Composites. Over the top inverted again off to the right. This time comes 1, 2 points, and then rolls completely to his left. And there you have it again, the dive and then the climb to use up that energy you build up. He's going to take it right up there, and that's a torque roll right there. Just let the torque of the engine spin the airplane around. It starts to run out of flying speed and just slips backwards, probably getting as fast as 65 miles an hour backwards before he noses a big oval somewhere up there in the smoke, and down he comes. That big dive, get right on the mark for the altitude. Hold it down low, a lot of speed will build up down there. Up we go once again, a hard pull down there for Jack. Around twice in the airplane on the way up. Comes out over the top in a maneuver that has the highly technical name of the Humpty Bump. Dive right down towards show center. Once again, you see a whole lot very flying. Speed slightly sideways through the sky. He's not flying forward so much as sideways on that, up on a 45-degree line. Oh, we ran out of energy right there. What are we going to do now? We're just going to let her spin around, spin around, spin around. Tumbles out of it, and down she comes again. To the right side. Let's see what we got cooked up out here. Up she goes, 45-degree angle. Rolls in 1, 2. I didn't like going that way. Go back this way. Got 2 wound up. Does about 3 snap rolls on the way there to another push over the top. Actually, that was a pull over the top. Okay. You think roller coasters or something? You ought to be in a cockpit of one of these things. And this is happening right there. Couple of snaps out there again. That maneuver, by the way, looks a lot more violent than it is in the airplane. As a matter of fact, Nancy, you've done those, haven't you? Snap rolls?
I've done snap rolls. They are kind of violent because you have to do quick things with the stick and the rudder and then which way you're going, too.
Thank you. She flies aerobatic sometimes. I like to go straight and level, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, back on the runway, how about a great big round of applause for Jack Knutson.